Hello friends, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. So your friend Kumar is back with the question paper for KMAT MBA and MCA exam, right? So this is for the maths paper, and this will give you idea about the type of questions which are asked in the Karnataka Management Aptitude Test, which is for MBA and MCA, which is the private seat of into the all the colleges in Karnataka. So let's quickly see this. So if you see the first page, first five questions are more of a typical arithmetic questions, which checks your capabilities around the basic root functions or multiplication, divisions, and all the standard mathematics which you will study in arithmetic section of the class 7th to onwards up to 10th class, right? And then if you see from the question number 6th, there is a word problems, like it is also testing your basically capability of analytical maths. And after that you see the question which are related with the interest calculation part, which is a simple interest, compound interest, which you studied in class 8 9 typically. And then there is a question related with the speed and the speed velocity questions, which are typical part of the elementary maths word problems, where you have algebra. You take x, y, and create an equation and the solve equation to get the value which is required there. And you similarly the questions is from the original numbers we interchanging, or the questions related with the age of the father and the son, right? And the ratios and proportions questions, right? And the last one, you see the length of the trains, the trains traveling in same direction or different direction, and finding the speed of the second train or the first train as it is required. So standard arithmetic and algebra questions on this list. Now if you move further, similar ratio proportion questions continue with the series question 13 14, right? It is more than maths, it is checking your other abilities of analyticals also. And then there are the questions related with the volume, right? So where cubes of iron and other things gets melted and gets converted into another shape and the volume, and you have to find the edge or side or walls of the length of the walls, etc. And then there are questions related with again the discounting, which is this question number 16th. And the question related with the speed, similar to the earlier 10th question, 11th question, speed and time questions. And then there is a missing number question, right? So, and some of them are like still algebra questions up to 20th. You can find the questions arranging in the ascending or descending order of the different fractions, right? So it's like an algebra arithmetic mixed together. And then you get the questions related with the statistical part or the analyticals, which you study in statistics portion. So there's a graph chart which is provided, and based on those you have to calculate the particular year's approximate number, or the total number or the percentage capacity utilization in any of those situations, right? So those are question number 21 to 25. 26 to 30 are still the statistical questions, which will check your capability to analyze data and present it to the correct format, or the questions in which it is asked, like average marks or overall percentage, something like that. And similarly 31 to 35 also is the statistical question. So you see a lot of statistical questions starting from 20 onwards, and at least 15 questions you are seeing, it is still statistical questions. It's divided, for example, a pie chart question, right? And it talks about the proportions of different disciplines of the males and the female. And then the subsequent questions follows, like difference between male and the female and the other, right? And similar, the last 36 to 40 questions is also based on the table and the data presented from 2006 to 2011. And then again the questions based on so basically you can assume that 50% questions are going to come from arithmetic algebra and will test your capabilities of calculation, and the rest 50%, that is on the question number 21 to 40, that is 20 questions will come from the statistical part. So you have to make your statistical part very strong so that you'll able to cover this type of questions. So that's all 40 questions covered for math. Similar thing I will do for English and the verbal ability sections, or the logical reasoning sections, which are also part of this KMAT admission process in Karnataka. So thanks for watching, and please do like and subscribe this channel.